Hi, I did my collecting yearbook yesterday and I missed out my favourite thing that I picked up, so I'm going to do a few things I didn't include, plus some vintage. This is going to be more vintage focused. So this I bought on eBay. It's a graded Han Solo vintage collection. This is from the Cantina or the Jabba's Dungeon. I think it's a Jabba's Dungeon actually. It's from a playset that Han Solo UKG 90. I got this at Star Wars Celebration. It's UKG graded 80. It's the 12-inch C3PO. I saw it there when I first came to Star Wars Celebration on the Monday, and I'm the nerd. There's my graded C3PO original on the 41 back E card, graded, I think it's an 80. And so got that C3PO and decided to, after 2 hours, to pick it up. These are mini rigs I already have, and I bought one on Vectis which should come up soon, which was the tripod laser cannon. I bought this on Vectis about 2 months ago. It's UKG graded 75. It's the European Palatoy buy logo box. So, sometimes you go on an auction and you just want to buy something, and this is what I won. Unbeknownst to me, because the way Vectis notifies you of winning stuff is so terrible. You don't know what you've won. They really got to improve their interface with their customers, and the technology needs to improve. I bought this when I bought that Han Solo and Carbonite. I bought this one. This is vintage collection. This is the Sith Trooper with a weapons pack. Totally missed this one back in the day, and so saw it on eBay. It was at a pretty good price, so I thought I might as well grab it, because you get all those weapons there in the pack. Looks pretty cool. Again, UKG 90. The other ones are 90 as well, the Han in Carbonite. Very nice looking figure. It's got the Far Eastern import sticker on the back as well. I think I got this last year as well, 2023. It's the 21B, it's U90, or I got this very late last year in 2022. It's a U85, that's why I got it, Any U grades, I just grabbed them. This is the Chewbacca circle foot variant. I got also, at the same time, I got the floating D PPP. These are both the Spanish variants, and unfortunately the floating D got lost in the post. I had it sent to Argos and they lost it, so I had to get another floating D recently, which I've got. So I've got both the Spanish Chewbaccas. This is another Spanish figure. This is the Han Solo half pale face with the sort of almost purplish hue to the jacket. So I've got the carded pink face PvP figure on the Palatoy card, which I've got footage of it in a minute. But this is the pale face with the very dark blue, almost purplish jacket. UKG 80. Got it at fairly good price. The seller had two at the same time, and I bought the first one. The one that went after went for a little bit less. It had a slightly lower subgrade, but I was a bit umming and ahhing, feeling quite anxious because I paid the most for virtually the same figure. But it's still a nice variant, and this is the one I bought a couple of years ago. This is the pink face Spanish Han Solo. You see how pink his face is. Again, he's got quite a dark jacket. Comes with the Imperial Blaster. This is on a Palatoy card back. And you can see how pink his face compared to the other figure, which is very pale face. This Darth Vader POC I got this year. Spanish figure, Hong Kong parts, painted and assembled in Spain. That's probably the most likely a PvP textured cape Vader on a Palatoy 65 back card. This is the POC. It's UKG 80. I know Action Figure Grader got an 85 recently on the POC Vader. This is the POC Labot, another Spanish figure. Again, Hong Kong parts assembled and painted in Spain. Graded UKG 75. Just put that in just to show what it would look like on the card. These early POC figures are quite desirable. You can see how discoloured the torso is compared to the legs. But it's a nice Spanish variant. Do like my Spanish figures. This I bought in the summer. It's a UKG 90 actually. But it's a Toy Tony. It's a Attack Driver 65 back D. I do say that you see the Toy Tony, that you can see the old UKG label there with all 90 subs virtually. Very nice figure. I've got both the Spanish figures variants of this. I've got the PPP and the POC, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, quite nice to pick this up. Unpunched card, but definitely a Toy Tony. But Toy Tonys have sort of gone up in price again. Sort of, sometimes they're the only way you can get certain carded figures. This is the PBP, I believe, and there's the POC. Very hard to tell apart. The PBP is a more hard torso. There's the PBP. It's graded 75. The POC is an 80. The POC was a lot more expensive than the PBP figure. There's the back of the figure. I think that's the... It's hard to tell them apart. I mean, you can see it. This I bought for myself for Christmas this year. This is my Christmas present to myself. This was a General Mills card, so another most likely Toy Tony. I don't know how it's in such poor condition. I just bought a... you can see how badly creased the card is. I mean, most General Mills German cards are in mint condition. I don't know how this got so beat up. Black Bespin guard. It's got some discoloration on the torso. Still, it's nice to get a foreign vintage carded figure, and soon we're going to come up to my figure of the year, or carded figure of the year. My favourite purchase. You can see the German address on the back of the card. General Mills, Deutsch, I can't pronounce that. 45 action figures. Most interesting. And yeah, I'm glad I got it. I bought that what's it called? GW acrylic case at the same time, just to put that in. Very nice. And this is my favourite thing that I bought last year. I got it about the same time as Star Wars Celebration. This was on eBay late at night. I just put an offer in, won it, and it came all the way from Canada. It's got issues. It's got some water damage. It's, you know, but it's a French Meccano Reese. Very nice carded figure. Looks great. There's my Spanish... I've had this for years though, the reuse on the Spanish card, but I'm very glad I've got the Meccano French version to pair with it, so to speak, like a fine wine and a fine cheese, as I'm sure you often do yourselves. I'm very pleased with this. I got this on the Palatoy card as well, so that's the Spanish card back, and then we'll go finish with a final look at the French Meccano card. That's my favourite thing that I bought this year, the Meccano reuse. You can see right above the figure is the water damage. They must have chucked that figure in wet. There's the water damage. That's very unfortunate. I'm glad I got it. Beautiful. Anyway, cheers, goodbye. Hope you like looking at that. Bye.